Jake Paul versus Mellow Yellow. Is this thing happening or not? What's going on here?
Push the weight enough flex. Flex the live is one in the six. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You ain't run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon. Motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. All right, look, man. All right, I just got word that now this thing is off. First it's off, first it's on, then it's off, then it's on. I don't know what's going on. The only reason why I'm reporting it is because I hope it's off. Because I don't. This is stupid. This is stupid. This fight is stupid. Exhibition or not, this is retarded. Yeah, fighters fight to make money. We're prize fighters. I'm saying we like I'm a fighter. But they say, oh, we're prize fighters. We're fighting for money. Let Tank get his money. Can he get his money fighting his contemporaries? Can he get his money fighting somebody that's on or close to his weight class? Jake Paul is a heavyweight, cruiserweight at lightest. Tank Davis never fought past 140 pounds, right? In a professional setting. So if they're not going in there and trying to have an actual fight, what is this for? Boxing scene. This is the latest article. Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul in jeopardy will not go ahead in Georgia. So Georgia put the kibosh on this. This is written by the boxing scene staff, which means no one person wants to really put their name behind this. I'm just going to read what it says, and I'll put the link in the description if you care to read it. The exhibition between cruiserweight. Oh, wow. They call him a cruiserweight. Okay. Jake Paul and lightweight Gervonta Davis, which had been proposed for November 14th, will not be happening in Georgia. So let me park there for a minute. Georgia said no, but that doesn't mean another city or state can't pick it up. It says, according to USA Today, Paul's promotional group MVP withdrew requests for event permits and rule waivers, one of which being the huge weight discrepancy between the boxers required to stage such a contest. So they're saying because there's such a difference in size, they can't, in the right frame of their mind, even if it's a fake fight in a exhibition, they can't sanction this. It's just too big of a difference. Rick Thompson, the chairman of the Georgia Athletic and Entertainment Commission, said, I believe it's in the public's interest to know that because they've been promoting something they should not have been. So he's saying this shouldn't even be a thing. That's what he's saying. This shouldn't even be a thing. This is damn near Rey Mysterio Jr. versus Brock Lesnar, but you see, that'll happen because it's the WWE. But if Brock Lesnar goes inside the octagon and Rey Mysterio says, all right, I'm going to fight Brock, you can't sanction that. Brock is what, 6'2", 6'3", 260? Rey is what, 5'5"? Rey Mysterio's literally Tank Davis size. You can't sanction that. You can't sanction it legally. That's what it seems, at least in Georgia. And you can't sanction it in good faith. What is good faith? This is not an orchestrated situation like the WWE. And I say that respectfully. Exhibition or not, this is the combat sport. Somebody can get hurt. Do y'all understand that? And when I say that, I'm asking the Tank Davis fans, oh, Drew, you just be hating. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I hate Tank Davis. Okay, take that. Okay, fine. Do you really want him to get in the ring with Jake Paul? The dude's about 6 feet, 6'1", 230 pounds or whatever. It's gonna look like he's gonna be in there looking like he's fighting a 12-year-old. This doesn't make any sense. So for Tank's safety, because y'all always say there's weight classes for a reason, but for his own safety, he shouldn't get in there with Jake Paul. For Jake Paul to say, all right, round 10, I'm gonna put on my troll hat. I'm gonna hit Tank for real. And if they have an agreement, yo, we don't go out on each other, we don't go hard on each other. But if whoever breaks that promise, you forfeiting 20 mil. I honestly think Jake Paul would say 20 mil. What's that? I'll give him 20 mil, but I'm gonna hit this kid. Last round of the fight, I'm gonna hit him for real. I'm gonna try and get him. Can you imagine Jake Paul chasing Tank around the ring? Tank with the shock look and the high guard trying to fight, grabbing him by the kneecaps. It'll be ridiculous. Let me read more from this article. Robert A. Sinners, that's a nice name, communications director for the Office of Secretary of State, told USA Today that the event will not be happening. So Georgia's done. Regardless, boxing scene has learned that the organizers are still hopeful that the event will occur elsewhere. So they're looking for another venue. Like I said, it might not be happening in Atlanta, Georgia, but it might be picked up somewhere else. Right now, I do believe that there'll be cities saying, this event will bring revenue to our city. So let's see if we can get this sanctioned. But so far, it's looking like Georgia's like, nah, we're not even doing this. The bout, even after it was announced by MVP last month, and even accounting for the exhibition tag, always seemed like a long shot, given that Davis has never weighed more than 140 pounds, and Paul was 227 as recently as last November. They probably evaluated the situation, knew that their weight differences were too much, said Thompson. That's what he said. Last month, Matchroom's Frank Smith, who said negotiating a potential Anthony Joshua versus Paul contest with MVP, told Boxing Scene they've announced it, but the weight isn't agreed. None of the details have been agreed, so it's not really agreed. You can imagine there will be some stumble blocks. Let me explain something to you. Jake Paul versus AJ is still more reasonable. Why? Because of the weight. AJ's what, 240, 250? This dude is 227, 230. They can make that. AJ's what, 6'4", 6'5"? Jake is 6'1", 6 feet, 6'1". They can make that. Paul's career has been built on left field events comparable to this one. However, not least his contest with the 58-year-old Mike Tyson last year, which was won by points by Paul after 8 two-minute rounds and drew a reported audience of more than 100 million on Netflix. Most recently in June, 12-1 and 7 KOs, Paul outpointed Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. over 10 rounds, weighing at 199 pounds. 3 months before, Davis 30-0, one draw. Who gave him that draw? 28 knockouts and weighing at least 133 pounds, was held to a 12-round draw by the underdog Lamont Roach. I'll put that link in the description if you care to read it. Look, this is ridiculous. If you love Tank like you say, you let this one go. Now let me ask y'all a question. If you made it through this video, if Tank Davis is to get beat up in a boxing ring, who would you rather him get beat up by? One of his contemporaries or Jake Paul? Well, you're going to say, oh, well, Jake Paul's bigger. We knew he was going to do it. I could take that. Can you? Can you? I swear to God, man. Tank Davis fanatics are the most special of education. I mean, short bus. I hope no one sanctions this bout, because I'm going to tell you something else. And this is real. And I know, yeah, Drew hates Tank. Okay, but I need you to listen. I need you to listen. In the event that someone sanctions this bout, and God forbid, Jake gets to trolling and picks around and start really beating on this little boy, because he's the size of a little boy, and he hurts Tank If he makes it through the fight, it might affect his career moving forward. And when he gets in the ring with a contemporary, if he doesn't retire, what are y'all going to say when he looks strange in his next bout? Oh, it was the Jake Paul fight. Y'all want to hang that over his head? Is that another excuse y'all cool with rocking with? Do you know there's a serious element of danger with this? This is ridiculous. He could legitimately get hurt. Is that how you want your man to potentially go out? Last fight of his career was the exhibition against Jake Paul, the problem child. See that face right there that he has? That's how he's going to be looking at Tank on the floor. Messed up kidneys. Time reveals all truth, and the lie is nothing but the long way to the truth. And the bottom line is, Tank has made fools of y'all. And y'all literally defended this kid to fault. Everything is he coulda, woulda, shoulda, and he's gonna. He ain't doing anything. So technically, he kicked you in the feelings because he made y'all look like fools. But go and get your money, man. Keep playing with the problem child. See what happens. Bronx on deck.
Move!